Good morning, Steven. Episcopo Squirrel here, also known as Mage. Here to do another morning dab with the Mage. Hope y'all are ready. It's been a few days. It's been quite a few days since I've done a dab with y'all. Not that I haven't been dabbing. Not that y'all haven't been dabbing, but we haven't dabbed together in a few days. I've missed you guys. Very, very, very busy right now in life. Got an incredible woman that I've met and been spending time with her, and got my car fixed and working on moving into a new apartment and starting this next semester of school. Studying biochemistry, so I'm starting my chemistry classes and my biology classes this term. Taking 3 classes, and all 3 classes are 5 credits each. So I've got 15 credits going with just 3 classes. It's going to be a long fucking semester. Anyway, this morning we're going to talk about the power of visualization and a little bit of my thoughts on it. But first, cheers. So, that's nice. CBD. My buddy gave me CBD oil, and I like to dip my high THC into the CBD oil. It's incredible. Anyway, so the power of visualization. One of the most common techniques that meditators use, people who meditate and just esotericists, magicians, one of the most common tools that any magi uses is visualization. You know, even within my my sigil work, I mentioned that you visualize the sigil within your mind's eye. And so there was a story that I read once about a man who was rock climbing and ended up falling and ended up having to have either one or both of his legs amputated. I think it may have just been one. But he had to have a leg amputated and was told he would never rock climb again. And, oh, he also had a spine injury. That's what it was. He had one of his legs removed, and he had a spine injury, so he wasn't even able to really walk. So he was told he'd never mountain climb again. It was his favorite thing to do. It was his passion, his rock climbing. And so the story, it says that this man, he laid there in the hospital bed as he was healing, and heard these words, and he was not having it. And so every night he would close his eyes and he would visualize himself climbing rocks. He would feel the stone beneath his fingers and his weight as he would pull himself up the face of the cliff. And over time, he began developing the muscles that he required to be able to walk, and the nerve endings began to rebuild themselves to be able to help him to be able to move. So he had a prosthetic limb added, and over time, he was eventually able to get back into rock climbing. And so it's a very interesting thing, the power of the mind. I feel like if he just sat there and told himself, I'm gonna rock climb, I'm gonna be able to walk, and I'm gonna be able to rock climb, it would work, but it wouldn't be nearly as effective. And it's like using brute force, or actually having the password, you hackers out there. It's like over time you can brute force your way through, and you can get through into this account. Or if you actually have the password, you can just do, and it fucking goes through. So like, my ideas with this, my thoughts on this, is that the subconscious mind doesn't speak in linear thought. It doesn't have this simple lexicon that we use. It's not very simple. The spoken language that we use, these words that we use to describe things. You know, that's the conscious mind. That's not how the subconscious, the unconscious mind works. The unconscious mind speaks in symbols and images. So, by visualizing your desired outcome, you are imprinting this idea onto your unconscious mind, your subconscious mind, and thereby allowing you to more align with that idea. And so the whole let's see here, like The Secret, and they say like just visualize what you want and you don't have to do nothing and it just fucking comes to you. That's not exactly how it works. When you visualize these things, your desired outcomes, you are more aligning your actions for that outcome. And so that outcome seems as though it just magically appears. And it kind of does. But not so much in the sense that it just comes to you. You know, like, there are instances where things will just come to you. But that's not how all things work. And so you have to put in effort and move forward towards your goals. And with each positive action forth, the closer your goal is to you reaching it. And so the power of visualization is an extremely strong tool, because at this point you are working on the unconscious mind rather than just repeating words over, which is the conscious mind, and that's great. Taking it another step and actually working with symbols really gets it deep into the unconscious mind. So that's my thought on the power of visualization. I use it very frequently. Very, very frequently. I have a very active mind's eye. So, and it works. It really, really works. You know, I'm trying to remember this Robert Anton Wilson quote, but basically you have the thinker and the prover. And so the prover proves whatever the thinker thinks. The prover is, you know, your conscious actions, your conscious thoughts. And so the thinker is both your unconscious mind and your conscious mind. And so whatever the thinker, whatever you are thinking, you will prove to yourself. I can't remember why I was bringing that up. Just completely zoned. Fucking stoned and drank way too much last night. More so, I drank too much fucking lemonade. Not my hard lemonade that I make, just fucking whiskey and lemonade. Lemonade's got so much fucking sugar in it. Fucking stupid. Should drink so much more water. Anyways, I love y'all. You have a beautiful fucking day. Cheers.